Hello and welcome back once again to Super Metroid Cliffhanger. In the last episode we went through the first heat run, got charge beam, a couple of energy tanks, missiles, and we've eventually found our way to Kraid. Kraid isn't that much different. I think his health is really just up a little bit. Maybe not even that much. Of course, Kraid is kind of... I don't think anybody's ever really done anything really crazy with Kraid. Even recently with the advent of all this assembly and all that stuff, there doesn't seem to be much going on with Kraid. Well, anyway, I forgot to mention there is a new poll up on my Facebook page for you to vote on for the next hack after this one. So that is up on my page, and the link will be in the description as always, and so you can vote on whichever hack you want me to do after this one. This guy should have done so. Definitely taking one. I did not think he has a little more health than I thought he did. Either that or charge beam was a lot weaker than I thought it was. Oh well. Still, you're not really in any danger of dying or anything like that, so. Be careful going through this door, because there's spikes at the bottom of this room too. But right here we have our ice beam, which is our first non-charge beam upgrade. And it's actually very nice to have. It's more powerful, unlike the original Metroid, where that actually is kind of a nuisance in that one. The original Metroid's the only one where the ice beam is not really that great. To get out, you have to lure this bug up here. And like that. The first time I played this, that took me forever to do. I'm kind of happy I got it done so fast that time. The ungrateful punk doesn't leave me any missiles. And I believe we are done with Kraid for a while. Just gotta... I know there's more of you up there. Nope. Key hunters are definitely not one of my favorite enemies. No matter what. Forget what's back. Oh, yes. Okay, well, that door actually comes away from something very important, but we're not. I don't want to destroy that. We don't want to leave those two blocks there. It'll make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, that door leads out from somewhere that it's really good. So, but that's not for a while yet. So yeah, those two blocks allow you to just shine spark straight across like that, instead of having to jump or do the mid-air shine spark. And we finally have a second missile pack. Only, what, 25 minutes in and we have 2 missile packs now? And to get out, you can just go down through here. And there you go. Okay, I definitely come back here to get the missile pack, but... Oh, forgot. Nope, that... I guess we'll just have to get rid of these guys. Okay, and the birds say hi, unfortunately. I try and record when they're quiet, but I think they know when I'm recording because they tend to always make themselves known. Okay, getting out. My goodness, these birds are... And as I mentioned some other playthrough or something, if I can talk over these stupid birds, is that Speed Booster will lower your jump height if you do not have high jump. So keep that in mind because you do have to have Speed Boost by now. So in certain situations, your jump will be lower. Unless you're running, like actually running instead of just starting running. If you're actually going somewhat fast while running, then your jump will not be affected. But that was a good place to freeze that guy. Okay, so back up through here. Now we've got a very, very interesting room that has caused quite a few people trouble, and I am not surprised at all. Because at this point you're kind of wondering, where in the world do I need to go? Because you probably don't really know of anywhere else to be going. So, and if you look around, up, well, you can't get up to the elevator. Even if you could get up there, it wouldn't do you any good. At least from what I remember. I don't know anymore. I used to know this hack much better. But this is the room that caused people a lot of trouble. Not just because it's underwater, but because it's a bit... I mean, there is a hint as to what you should do, and that definitely was not it. But it's kind of easy to miss, I guess. So. And this bug is going to get it. My goodness, those birds are... One day I will be free of those birds and I will be happy. Okay, right here's your hint. It's the dead guy laying right there. You shoot the floor and you can come down here, past the gate. However, that is missed a lot, and it took me forever to find that too, so... And here's something interesting. See how seamless animation is slower? I forget the exact cause, but it's something to do with water... Going from a room where you're underwater to when you're out of water in the next room. Or something like that. And it's... Oh, I guess... And it causes a slow animation stuff, which is not fun. However, I think it's fixed now. Once you go into another room. Let us leave. Oh, that was cheap. Anyway. This room should look very familiar. that's definitely not worth it. So back through here, and there actually is what I think is a really clever idea for hiding an item. Now you remember this was the room we collected Morph Ball all the way on the left, up in that little area and whatnot. Well, if you remember, that was in a different room state. So now the room state has changed, which means this room could have a different set of PLMs in it. Which means something else could be put up where Morph Ball was. And something is put up there. And I think that's a really... It was a much smarter idea than what Sunshine sparking into the ceiling was. I suggest Shine sparking up here so you destroy those things. But yeah, there is a missile hiding up here now. And I really like that idea. I mean, because it's out, up and out of the way, people aren't really going to look back up there. They already collected Morph Ball. There's nothing there, really. And that would... Oh my goodness. But yeah, I really think that's a really clever idea as to how to go about doing... just hiding an item like that. Back through here. And, unsurprisingly, there's exit. And that is even the exit for the escape. So, again, with the... Oh, I guess I need power slide. This is going well. Okay, so here, I'm trying to remember exactly where I should be going. And if you also remember, this room had the little thing off to the right, and it still has that, but you can't do anything with that for a long time yet. And that is actually where Space Jump is. But as I said, we are not getting anything with that for a long time. We can't do anything with this either, but that'll change during the escape, because you actually have to go that way. I don't remember what it was. What do I need down here? Oh, power moves. I thought I needed super missiles. Oh well. Maybe I need both. Okay, so we're back out at the landing site, so we might as well... And that was a failed Morph Ball. Save our progress, and the one save in the game. You know, in case I die, I don't want to start all the way back before I collected anything. And now, head up here. Not worried about the stuff on the right yet. Use an interesting little thing. Use these guys to advance you through solid walls and all that. It's very, very interesting. And this room, like, oh, I can shoot these, so go on shooting block spree, destroying all these things. You're just going body. And this room actually caused me trouble for the longest time, because of this right here. Well, not really that long, but it took me a couple minutes to figure out. And so I'm wondering how in the world do I get a speed boost? Because every time I entered and exited the room, I would destroy all the blocks. Which was my problem. Because you just want to destroy the ones up above here, because all those make a level surface for your speed boost. I kept destroying them, so I had a major dirt moment during that time. And I do not believe there's anything in any of these little nooks and crannies around here. These are all just there to taunt you. The door right there leads to terrain. So obviously we're not going there for a long time. This actually reminds me of a room in another hack, but I can't remember which hack it is. These guys, you don't need plasma, you can lay bombs and get rid of them. And here's the cargo wall you have to break down. Which, unfortunately, reminds me of my terrible ShyGuyExpress. And I like this elevator room. There's a lot of... I think the Mantra does a lot of elevator rooms really, really good. I like how he does them. And this is the other elevator that's kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't have super missile blocks over it. Those things will annoy you to death in this room. I'm just warning you right now. So you're going all the way down here, you get down here, and you fall. What in the world? And then those things start going off. And they won't stop going off. You're nowhere around them and they're still going off. This room is very... Those things are just annoying in this room. Okay, and for this, the energy recharge up there is so you can do this shine spark. And that's for that missile door you passed. I don't think you can actually ever reach it. I think it's just there to make you think there's something there. So you can super missile that, but you still cannot ride the elevator back up. The elevator is one way. I mean, there's no... You need door tiles underneath, and there's no door tiles underneath there in this hack, so you just fall through. You just set up the elevator to stop at that spot. Oh, yes. More speed boost. This is how a lot of hacks used to be. It's like every room, there was some convoluted... I mean, this isn't really convoluted, but there's like some puzzle you have to figure out in every single room. And that was something we just fell down through, what I was talking about earlier. Oh, get to that later. But it's just... You've got all these convoluted paths, one right after the other, and it's hard to really get into a hack because you're stuck doing this stuff. And it's not necessarily fun, you're just doing it to advance. So, that's something to keep an eye out for if you're making a hack. Make it easier to traverse the hack. I mean, puzzles are a good thing, but... But make them kind of more sparse than every room. Now, I'm getting rid of the lettuce leaf because I want this energy tank in this room I want. I'm going to tell you right now, you may not be able to reach it if you cannot infinite bomb jump. Because otherwise you need space jump. And space jumps we're not getting for a long time. And I really want this energy tank now, so... And lettuce leaves are very dangerous to attack. Advance, but so yeah, this little thing up here is fake. Energy tank's right over there, so I'm just trying to make sure So bear with me for a second while I go up here. And again, I understand this can be difficult, but just practice, get the timing down, because that's all it is a timing trick. I mean, I forget their name, but somebody left a comment on one of my videos, I think it was one of my Stardust videos, that you can use a metronome to time it out, which I think is a very good idea. So, I mean, really it's just a timing trick, there's nothing else to it, it's just good timing with it, so it is something I do recommend figuring out how to do. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Hopefully we'll see you for the next one.